Oh, well. Hi. Piotr, I'm writing. How do you say that, man? It compiles. I just finished writing it. It's written down. I'm writing something that makes this work. No. This must work. I guess it kind of worked because the static assert, although giving a warning, did not fire. In other words, the offset was correct, which means that this padding here has now been removed from the equation. think I would like to see the offset of this thing anyway. Be printed somewhere. Somewhere. But where? Doesn't really matter where, I guess. I said it doesn't matter where, damn it. Just print it. Okay. D out, DC always. My whole life. I've been doing C++ for 28 years. And I've been coding for 46 years. It doesn't know where. Oh, it's just a warning. Yeah, okay. What? And this? Okay, also a warning. I think both are warnings. Well, thank you. The offset of is 40. Shit. I don't think that is correct. What? 40? Oh, wait. I removed the arrays. Yep. Okay. Let me see. Does 40 feel correct here? This thing has a size of 32 and this has a size of 8. So yeah, 40 is correct. Now I have to add back arrays again. Really? Again? Let's start with this one. Just making unused to an array again. I have to change it here as well. Thank you, X-Molly. And yes, arrays do not work. Well, let's find out why not. Why does it not work? The error is required in instantiation of struct GLSSL wrapped type 4. That is a type, isn't it? It is a type. Required from struct GLSL align and resize 44864. Required from here. Error base type 4 fails to be a struct or class type. Okay. Wrap type cannot. Oh, it's like a built-in, but then an array of built-ins. Right. Right. Then we must add support for that. So you can only derive from a class or a struct, not from a built-in, and also not from an array of built-ins. And built-in only takes over for the types where, well, non-array types. Now, there's two possibilities. Either I can make built-in accept arrays. Then we would get then mval would become an array. I think we need more specialization for arrays than that. So let me add a special thing for. I'm going to swap this around. Let me see. Let's move the wrapped type to the top. So first I define a wrapped type, although the word wrapped is not really what you, it's not really wrapped. What is a better word? Wrapped would be when type is inside it. It's derived from it. What is a better word for wrapped type? How about underlying type or something like that? No, I don't know. I don't know. I'll stick with wrap type. I don't like the name though. Okay, so I have a wrap type, and then I'll make a concept for these for the base types. And then we have a built-in that only accepts base types, and I make a specialization for the built-in type. And then let's make a template. Same thing basically. An array of built-in, which then also has a size. Call that elements. Call it elements elsewhere. Probably not working. I'm not doing this correctly. I think I need a new concept. Damn it. Let's try to make a specialization directly. I'm not sure if this works. I need a different type of array as well, but for now let's use a standard array. So yeah, if this works, then it would pick one of those 5 base types as an array, as a specialization for a wrap type. Which then is a standard array of type T with the same size. Let's see if this compiles, rather where it goes wrong. Yeah, Gabriel, yes, it is on GitHub. See the description. At the bottom, there is a GitHub link. Hey guys, you see this? Oh, I was going to say it compiles. Well, the warning is still there. Oh, it does compile. Just 2 warnings for the offset off. Maybe I should remove this for the moment. Add this to my cexec slacks. Print environment. Open my environment. I can turn it off just for the. I have multiple things. In the end, I'm going to delete it anyway, I guess. Add a warning here. Hello, Bugs. Finally, a moment where I actually use my CPU. So, no more warnings. Well, that's nice. And it still works. Well, that's surprising. I hardly changed anything. I just supported derive. Well, I'm not using it yet. That is something, but definitely is weird. Weird. In other words, why the hell is this working? I don't think it should be working. It should not be working. Before I needed this array here for double, which added an extra 16 bytes for each double. Huh? Oh, union, not added. It makes a so it adds 8 bytes. Double is 8 bytes, and then we add 8 bytes to get a total of 16 bytes. So the different doubles must be spaced 16 bytes in the array. And currently I'm using a standard array of, yeah, well, this thing here, double with a capital D, which is defined in our new file. Let's already find it. I think it's just like this. No. It's an align and no, it's a GLS and I don't know anymore. GLSL. So it is this one, which is just a double. How the hell can this work? How can this work? So if we use this thing, then it's going to be an array of 4 foo's, where foo is 16 bytes large. 16 times 4 is 64. So the size is 64. And I would expect this thing to be a standard array of double times 4, which is 8 times 4. It's a size of 32. That's what I would have expected. Let's check if indeed that still works. I mean, I would say yes, of course it works. So this works, and then we get an offset of 96. That's what I remember, yeah. So the offset of x in this struct is 96 because the size of this thing is 32. Plus 64 is 96. So if I replace this thing here with my new construct, and it is still 96, then apparently the size of this whole thing is 64, which I really did not expect. Still 96. Okay, that's why it works. But then why is that the case? This thing here has a size of 64. Why? What is it? Well, member is defined as, up here, GLSL align and resize. And then we get double 4 here. Layout of member index and the size of member index. Oh, right. Yeah, I just passed the size to it. Being an idiot. I am being an idiot. So what goes wrong is that this array is not working internally. Now the doubles are packed together, 8 byte, 8 byte, 8 byte, 8 byte, and then I'm adding padding because of the resize to make the size 64 instead of 32. So what happens is the align and resize uses a size here of 64 because I know that the size must be 64. And this struct is defined as follows. And the alignment must be 16, I guess. So we get enforced alignment is the greater, what is GCD again? Greatest common divisor of required alignments. No, the alignment is 8, pretty sure. And the size that I pass is 96. So the greatest common divisor is 8. 96 can be divided by 8, right? Yep, it's 12. So the alignment becomes just 8. And then the rounded up size is the size of t. So this is our 32 bytes. And 32 plus 7 divided by 8 is the same as 32 divided by 8. And then times 8 is just 32. So the rounded up size is simply still 32 because 32 is a multiple of 8. And then of course 96 is larger than 64 is larger than 32, so that's okay. And then the required padding becomes 64 minus 32. is 32. So it just adds 32 bytes padding here at the end. But that's not correct. What we want is a array where each double is padded by 8 bytes, because the array stride is 16. Yes. Fortunately, I can make it break by using the float as an example. So I'm going to switch back to this. So this also should be, each float should be spaced 16 bytes, but each float is only 4 bytes, and it's going to pack it with, if it just use standard array, it's going to put all the floats back together like C++ does, and then it's not going to work anymore. I also have to tell it that the layout, I can delete this, right? This hack is no longer needed. The layout must also be changed back, do that. And I want to move this to the same place as where I define the layout here. Now there's a few other places that I have to change, I think. Why is this commented out? Oh. Okay, it's not showing up. I was looking for, I think it's at the end of window. Yeah, so that's weird. Oh, it's index. Yeah, okay. So the x is now an array, so we just use this. Size is not coming to play. I think this is the only place where it's being used apart from the shaders. Yep. So then I just have to change the shader code where I could not use this const expression, so I just hard coded it in before. I mean, I deleted it again, so I'll have to hard code it in again. 27. Where's the other one? So I have two pipelines, one for each triangle. That triangle just has semi-hard-coded corners, but I'm changing an x coordinate of the top corner, the y coordinate of the left corner, and the x coordinate of the bottom corner. And I'm replacing those coordinates with the value of a uniform buffer. And I invented this pseudo GLSL code, which I find a lot easier than the actual code. Unfortunately, the 27 cannot be I cannot use the const expression that I defined here. Okay, they are both 27, so that should work. So my prediction now is that the corner is not going to move. I think the top corner of the triangles is going to be stuck in the left side. On the left side, yeah. So I want to see that fail, and then I'm going to fix it. And if then it works again, then I feel better about it. You know, actually fix something. Blah, blah, boom, 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 boom. Yep, so not moving anymore. It's just stuck at 0. And the reason is thus. Let's remove this output. The reason is that now this capital F float is really just a float, and member is has moved. Member is a line in resize, where now member type is an array, a C array. So T is a C array. And this doesn't contain anything. And the C++ layout is determined by wrapped type, where T is a C array. So we'll get this wrap type. And then we should not be using a standard array, but we should use our own array. That is, of course I can just use standard array. I just need to use as a type something that is adjusted for the fact that it is an array element. And kind of sucks because I need a line and resize for that. And I cannot use that here. Can you for declare specialization? I don't think so. I mean, it's going to need it. And then it's going to say, yeah, I cannot define a line and resize of something that's only for declared. Man, what is this? It's going to get even more difficult because I also need arrays of other stuff. I need arrays of I need arrays of structs. I don't think I support structs yet, but I definitely need arrays of other basic types like vectors and matrices and stuff. Nightbot is sleeping again. Oh, they have a new URL. That's a first. I think I need a special align and resize for arrays, because I just need to see more than just alignment and size. We need array stride as well. So instead of specializing rep type, I probably should specialize align and resize for array types. Let's try that first. So let's not do this, but let's specialize this thing. It's gonna be mostly the same, maybe, I'm not sure. And that's nice, but because now I can use align and resize, because it already exists. So the align and resize is the specialized align and resize is going to use the non-specialized align and resize. Specialized meaning that this is a T of elements. I'm just going to add size type elements here. And we need an array stride. Size type array stride. But is this even going to work, right? So let's, for a start, let's make an array again with elements An array wrap type T. I need a base class. Using base class, whatever this is. It's not correct, but then we need to change this T with base class. And this is also then, I'm just going to use base class, I guess. Hopefully that works. No, it cannot work. Standard arrays, it doesn't really have a constructor. Let me try not doing anything here. See where that fails. It's difficult. Okay, so we cannot make an array of arrays. That's maybe a setback, but yeah, I don't know. Would I ever want to make an array of arrays? Well, we'll see then, you know, somewhere in the future, if I really want that. For now, let's say T is not an array. Then I can just express this as an array of the non-specialized, align and resize. And then the alignment is just alignment of the base type. Should be alignment of the base type. Don't think that's the case anyway. Yeah, size must be the array stride. But there's no way to figure out the array stride now. I guess I can just pass that. but then I will pass it to this one as well. So yeah, the array stride here as well. Yeah, array stride. The enforced alignment then is, well, I can do that per, I can take the size of the whole array, but I can do it per element. The size of one element is array stride, might be larger than size. The rest seems then correct. Size, yeah. Not entirely. I don't know, does it normally say 10 years or so? Size, what to do with this size here? It's not correct, right? This is the required size, but that's, like I said, it's the size of a single element. I think we'll never need any padding. The padding should already be part of inside this array, and I'm just going to get something times elements. So I don't think I need any padding here. That would be weird. Should not be needed. There we don't need this. We don't need anything. These are just const expressions. So then we get an align and resize for an array is an array where each element t gets the same alignment but the size of array stride and that many elements. That reads super logical. So the only difference then is that I still have to pass an array stride to align and resize where I'm using it. Well, more than me. You can get paid more than me. I'm pretty sure of that. Wrong number of template arguments. 1 should be 4. Oh, it's being pedantic. Is a word. Alignment size, array stride. I'm really asking a lot of this compiler. Three should be 4 again, somewhere else. Did I replace the size with something? Or what the hell is this? Replace the size. Ah, right. Yeah, so it's not used. Whoa, something goes wrong. 288. Why the hell would it be 288? Get a calculator. 288. 288 minus, well, would this still work? Yeah, it's not an array, so I guess that works. Size is 32 here. Minus 32 is 256, and the size of the thing is 4, so divided by 4, 64. Looks like it's multiplying twice by 4. Or something like that. So it made the size of this thing 256. And the thing is an align and resize. I'm going to try and print a type. So we get here. But T is a double, so we don't get here, we get here. Sorry, an array. An array of double. So we get here, I think. And then T is a double, elements is 4, alignment is 8, I think. Size is should be 16, array stride, sorry, size is also 8, and array stride is 16. That's what it should be. And elements is 4. So wouldn't it be nice if we can print this? And I think we only get here once. So what happens if I add a static assert for, say, alignment equals, well, I thought it would be 8, right? That's what I expect. And elements is 4. Code me is back. Or are you a code demi? A code demi, I mean. Static assert failed. Now, if only it would print it. It does print it. So we have a double of 4, yay. And then size is 64. Oh. And that is 64 as well, so it's not per element. It's for the whole array. Hey, but that's not useful to me. I need an array stride of the elements. Dang. Oh. Yeah. Oh boy. Maybe it should just pass the whole layout type. Instead of these 3 things, they're not enough. If I just pass the whole layout, then we might get where we want. Let's try that. So I have a line and resize twice. And instead of passing these 3 things, I'm going to pass a type name for the layout. But that is a layout X, I think, that I use everywhere. Pretty sure about that. Layout X. Nope. Or maybe not here. X layout, that will do. Yeah, I think it's pretty hard. Just costs, well, I don't know. It costs a lot of time anyway. It's not hard if you have a good memory and you're smart. Not super hard, but it's a lot. Takes a while to master it. You just have to write programs, little programs. Oops. So here I have to pass a layout, but I want to pass the layout of an element. Correct? So I don't know how to do that yet, but you have to pass the element layout. Thought it looked weird. So missing thing here. Missing angle bracket. Okay. Okay, so how to get from an X layout to an alignment? I think I have to wrap it into something. Layout only has alignment size and array size? Seriously? Oh, if it is the X layout, then I have to wrap it in a layout, or no? Member layout, yeah. I don't think I'm getting an X layout. I think I'm getting a layout. An X layout is either a basic type layout, an array layout, or a struct layout. I think I had it printed. Static assert failed. No, that was the other thing. I have no clue. Let's try to get a new compile error. That didn't help. It thinks it is a function. Totally doesn't think that it is a function. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that it is a layout for the moment, and if it isn't, then this won't compile, I suppose. And then the same thing for size, of course. I don't think I'm even passing a layout yet. Definitely not here. The idea was to type name layout. All right, there. And I saw another one. Yeah. Element layout. All right, that's not going to compile then. So the layout of the element. Before that, I want to get a compile error so I can see what the hell that type really is. But then I have to pass it here. So I'm just going to pass the layout of the member index. Well. What was this then? Layout. Next. Oh, right. That is this thing. Now I can see what it is, too. It is a layout. Build a layout. But at least it wraps something. Yeah, so it's complicated to say. But then what I wanted to do apparently was just pass the layout. And well, including the member index. And even that is dubious because I'm going to need a previous member. I want to get this to work first, but then eventually you have to use the information from the previous member as well. So maybe you should just pass layout and member index both, and then I can access both member index and member index -1 if I want. But let's do that later. Let's see what we get now. Yeah, elements. We don't have an element. Oh, it's my pseudo code. Bum, 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 bum. Plus, it's not really an X layout. I'm gonna rename it to layout, I think. Plus, I'm pretty sure it is. Let's just layout. Let's just pass layout for now. To add a fix me. So we get exactly the same two errors because the size and the array stride is still 64. I think. Yeah, reduces to 64 equals 8 and reduces to 64 equals 16. Now, interestingly enough, you see that this error happens in align and resize a array size 4 of doubles, and then my layout, that is the second argument, does have all the information that I want. So to get to the correct values, I think that size is this one. So alignment 8, size 8, and array stride 16. So I want this 8 and this 16. And they are in here. I just have to access the basic type layout and while having an array layout. But array layout is wrapped in a layout. So I need to get access to this thing here, which currently is not possible, but I'll just add it right now. One access coming up. Where were we? I think this is the right place. Really, I'm thinking, is a struct layout here? Make struct layout. Yeah, yeah. Be right back. Fuck it. No. No, no, no. That chicken is officially not eatable anymore. I had made dinner before I started to stream. Seriously. How long have I been streaming? More than an hour. So my chicken was not... what is gaar in English? It wasn't well done, whatever it is. Cooked well. There was still a little bit pink inside. So I put the chicken back in the pan and then I started streaming and I had a kitchen clock. But I don't hear that here because I have my headset on. So I've been baking the chicken for over an hour until I smelled it here. That you could hear. I was like, what is this? Okay. Oh well. Too bad. The burnt chicken episode. Well, then you're in luck. The chicken has not been eaten. It was already dead though. It was really tiny piece of meat anyway. Really tiny. I'm just going to use X layout. Is that possible? X layout is the thing that is wrapped in the layout, okay? And this is layout of basic type layout, and then I should have more of those things. Here's a member layout. And I have an array. And the array layout, yeah, that's not working. I'll just have to use something X layout type, whatever, something new. And when it is an array layout, then we have standard. Is that the only thing that I have? Oh yeah, right. So I need to X layout here as well. This is the layout of a single element. So I can maybe call this better the element layout that I need. Now, then we can X is the array layout, because this is an array, I know that. So I can do layout, well, it better be an array layout anyway, because it's an array. So I can do here the X layout type, which is then the array layout. And then I get the element X layout type from that. And the compiler is probably so stupid that I have to tell it that it's a type now. Yeah, so now we have the element layer there, right. And then of course I want to make sure that the element layout stuff is equal to this, so I should also be able to access the element stuff. But to be honest, this is an X layout, so before I access the things, X layouts should be wrapped in layout. And then I'm using layout again, twice. What the hell? Yeah. So I already had a layout, and now I'm turning it into... Yeah, that's how shall we... What shall we do about that? I'm just gonna call it L. What the fuck gives a shit? Are you going to tell me that I have to add type name here as well? I think I do. Type name. Type name. Okay. Okay. And compile to mail. What? Error layout was not declared in this scope. Did you mean Vulkan? Oh, really? Really? In that case, I might rename layout back to layout. I have to add a whole namespace here anyway. Yeah, exactly like here. Okay, let's rename it back. Let's make a using here. Layout is the same way as I do it here. Layout. Type name. The element layout. So there we are. Substitute this whole thing with the element layout. Almost became readable, right? Still doesn't compile. Error, template argument 1 is invalid, if you say so. I think it could have been a little bit more clear, and my voice starts to distort, doesn't it? My voice is distorting. I have reset my audio once before without stopping the stream. How did I do that? I think I did disconnect Xure. Highly annoying. Cannot disconnect this. Why not? Disconnect. Doesn't want to disconnect. Hold on, I have to fix my... Let's not activate this and then try it again. To do that really cable by cable. Disconnect, disconnect. Yep, cable by cable. Testing on you. There we are again. Restarted. I restarted something. Template argument 1 is invalid. Yeah. Oh. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like the compiler has no clue about who is boss. Calling stuff invalid when I disagree with it. Tags. Oh, I see it. The L. The L has not been renamed back. Right. This is a static assert that is failing. Size is not a member of Vulkan shader builder basic layout. I didn't wrap it in layout then? Why? What? Didn't I? I didn't. Layout size. You can't request a size or less than. I'm passing, so I am passing X layout there. Oh, right. Yeah, I have to pass, I get it. Align and resize is taking layouts, and this is an X layout. So I have to wrap this in the layout first. I'm not sure. It's sometimes really weird that you have to use type name. I mean, it's a template parameter. What else would it be? Could be an integer, I guess. Four is unequal 8, and 32 is unequal 4. Well, okay, the 32 is correct. Oh, I am instantiating this thing twice. Yep. So it works. Basically, it just works. We passed the first instantiation. The second one is not working because that's the other array. So I'm guessing that this is just working now. I thought we got only one server, the double 4, but I also have a float 32 array already, which was not working. And now it should be working. One milestone coming up. Well, milestone. More like a 1 meter stone. Yeah. Or not. Static assert failed offset of x is wrong. It's still wrong. Oh, now we have 64 equals 96. Well, I guess that means that the size of this thing for the array is, for the double 4 is 32. While it should have been 64. So the size of this thing is wrong. Yes, of course it is wrong. Ah, damn it. Okay, we have to tell it somehow that it is an array. Align and resize, and now I'm doing the align and resize on the element, but at that point we forget again that it is an array, which is stupid. Or, of course, I can morph this T into an align and resize. Well, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, but then, I don't know. I have to construct a layout here. Or an X layout. No, a layout. I have to construct a layout, yeah. I understand what the problem is and how to fix it. I mean, this thing knows that it is an array, so it would be lovely if I could fix it in this place right here, knowing that it is an array and all. I have to make a fourth template. Something like I'm going to create a new X layout called well, before I do that, I'm kind of surprised. What is in this file? It's layout not in this file. We have type built-in, basic types. Struct member, struct layout. It's all here. So at some point I end this namespace or something. So I'm gonna start from the top. Look for namespace. We are Vulkan shader builder. And then we define layout, yeah. And that ends here, and then we go into GLSL. Maybe I should not be doing this in GLSL then. Wrapped type, well, the align as kind of belongs there. I think so. Okay. So I'm going to add a wrapper for why not just change the layout here, make it an array element layout, aka the layout of an array element. This is then nonsensical, but I'm not using it anymore. Yeah, I think that should work. Struct layout defined here. This layout, the layout of a basic type, has an array stride. Standard alignment, size, and array stride, yeah. And the layout of a member layout, standard is gone. Alignment, size, array strides. And alignment, size, array stride. It's easier to wrap the layout. Yeah. Press the wrong button. Redo. That's okay. I want to do array element. Just wrap. Let's wrap that. So I know the element. There. It's not really a layout anymore then, but I think the only demands that I have is that it has those three things defined. I can even do it here, I think. So now pass this instead of layout. And I want these three to be defined. And do I want to X layout to be defined? Maybe, I don't know. No, not until you do arrays of arrays. So the alignment now is layout alignment. And the size is layout array stride. And array stride is not needed unless we have arrays of arrays. So let's remove that for now. Yeah, and a while, long time ago, someone asked, can you show how the engine looks like? Well, it's just source code. So basically you're looking at it all the time. It compiled. Let's try it. And it works. How about that? Then suddenly, bang, out of nowhere it works. Where's my music? Okay. So it works. Yeah, just like that. Position.h. So now we can do arrays like this. I'm going to delete this stuff. It's probably padding is definitely not needed. Array, old stuff, double or float unused. Yeah, well, none of it is really interesting. Oh, Maker Gaming. Well, if you want me to, sure. It's a bit early maybe, still. I've been beaten on my main account. I'm not a grandmaster anymore. I dropped from the 4,500 place, which is still in the grandmaster range, to I think I'm now at. It's a good question. Place 14,000, I think. So it's 10,000. I dropped 10,000 places. But a lot of bad luck. And people teaming up against me for some reason. I have to climb back. Slowly but surely. Doesn't this look beautiful? If it would work, this works, but there are very special cases where this is not working. And in that case, you need access to the previous member. Because what I do, and this here calculates the offset of each, the required offset of each member. And this is not using that information. The offset here is still just determined by C++. So for a certain case, it is possible that C++ does the wrong thing. Now I have to remember which case that is. Well, if you just look at this, I think, oh no, let's look at this. That's clearly C++. What shall we do? How can I make this fail? I think didn't I have a comment about that? I had a comment about it. I think around layout. No, not really. No, I insist. Doesn't look like the comment that I was looking for. No. So maybe at this previous element, which will depend on the previous element, twice even. Copied it to here. Yeah, that was the comment I was looking for. So in C++, the size must always be a multiple to the alignment. Is that like off? Multiple of the alignment. Therefore, we have to possibly relax this C++ enforced alignment, or the resulting size will be too large. Dude, why didn't you add an example? Yeah, no idea. I thought it was maybe only when you use something with 3 rows. It's something I vaguely remember. So you can try that, see if it goes wrong. So let's put here a single thing of factory. What else is this? Unused 3. Yeah. Let's hope it goes wrong, then at least I have an example that I can use to fix that last point. Yeah, unfortunately the assert is not firing, so I think it just works. It doesn't work. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, now that's weird. Now that is weird. Did it work with the double? Did it even run it and it compiled? But I'm gonna change this back. Double 4. Yes, we do. The macros are also partly because I use it in many places. I'm still developing it. So then I have only to change the macro, otherwise I have to change it in a lot of places. So I start with the macro, which takes just as arguments everything that I know goes into it. And then I design the macro with the code that is needed. And then afterwards I'm used to using the macro, so I'll stick with it. What is this? Errors. Required from. Oh, wait here, blah, blah, blah. It begins in instantiation of, required from, incomplete type vulkan shader builder layout double. Yeah, it should never have, layout should never be passed double. It's a big mess. I think I typed something wrong because it compiled with the vec3. Doesn't look wrong. How can it suddenly stop compiling? Man. Oh, I said fuck me. Sorry. Double. That's a nasty mistake. Maybe I should add something so that if I do that again, I get a more clear error. I think I can use double here because it just and float. Okay, so this one works. And if I use double here or anything that in layout, passing it as a member type to struct member. Guess what I should really do is make a concept for the X layout. That would definitely be cleaner. Let's try that. Concept X layout. And then have the concept not accept double. Yeah, I'm pretty new. Concept are pretty new thing, so I learned that when I was really old already, and therefore I don't know really how it works. I keep forgetting it. That's I can do I don't know. Anyway, what I want to allow for these things are basically what I want to allow is that layout exists for this thing. and has defined an alignment or anything. So that must exist, and then you can do something like requires. And now I have no clue. Something like maybe. I don't know. Let's have a look at a few other things that I did with already with concepts. I have a requires here. That's it. Oh, in here. Maybe we can steal from that how it works. Is it requires? Is it like a function? And then we implement what has to work. Okay, and then we have here another one. 24, this one. And so it's just a implementation of some kind of function. Yeah, I think it's slightly more complex than this. You cannot just do this. Well, start now, Heriton, and tell me how to do this. Since I only want to test that the type X layout has can be passed as a type to layout, and then give me something. I don't think I have to specify a variable here. Don't care about that. Let's Google it. Serious concepts tutorial. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Tutorial. Why learn C++ hello world? What the fuck is this? I just want the concepts, man. Specialized concepts. 20 concepts. There's a concept. What is a concept? Not enough examples. I guess I could do this. Standard integral works. Oh, what the fuck, why not? I can use this demand that it is a size type. Let's do that. This might also work, but well. Okay. Jesus Christ. All that text, and I'm reading it, and that's just I get it. I expected a type. Dim 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 dim. Type name. Seriously. Nah, what is it this time? I think I'm gonna start at the bottom. It's same. Required for satisfaction of blah blah blah. Error, no type named alignment in struct vulkan builder layout. Well, that would be weird, wouldn't it? Of course it does have an alignment. No type name, yeah, no. Sorry guys, getting a fit. Getting into a fit. I'm just being stupid. First of all, it's not type name. I need a the declaration type of the thing. That's what we need. It is indeed not a type. It says it has the type size type, but it is some constant, literal. And still not. It evaluated to false. Blink, blink. You could tell me what the type was then? Is there is same expansion here? Is same declaration type? Nope. Well, in that case, you will better have a look at the basic type layout. Struct. Oh, right. I need the layout. Didn't I try that? Basic layout has nothing. That's correct. No, I'm having layout. Shader builder layout of X layout. Where X layout is a basic type layout. This is the layout. The layout of a basic type layout, and that has a size type alignment. That's weird. Okay, I'll just what about I just look for that type then inside the layout. At least that's a type. Having a layout here and here and here and everywhere. Where's my requires? No, I just want to. No, I just want it to exist. Cannot use is same. I'm going to use a requires. See if that works. Hello, bear. Make well, it's persistent in wanting to see something. Okay, I give up. I'm going to ask. Ask it. What the hell am I doing wrong here? Type name. Let's try one more thing. All the examples all showed as a few. But there was a semicolon here, I think. Now I remember. But nothing is working. Okay, now before those people want to help me, I'll have to make a test case on one box. So try to reproduce this problem. On one box. Nah. Stupid site placed my copy. Nee, what the? C standard def. Okay. Well, that is a reproduction, I think. Oops. Yeah, you never know how long that takes. In the meantime, I'm gonna learn concepts, of course. We are going to learn concepts. Concepts, C++. So far I've only seen this construct with the two braces and an arrow. Or am I wrong? So yeah, it just looks like a function. Requires text TT, and then we do something with it. So I really don't get why that doesn't work. Yeah, again. Finally, I have an example. Like that. Yep. Well, it might have been boring, but it does show something, and unless it still doesn't compile. I think that we did get through it, yeah? Yeah. Sometimes I see people ask, how did you learn C++, blah, blah, blah. Well, like this. You just start reading, searching, asking, and then, well, the only problem that I have now is the last step. And then you remember what you did, so next time you know it. Error, template constraint failure for, this is still a failure. Oh, we found a pi generator. 3141. Oh. Well, almost. This is so unclear. There's a better answer, I guess. Of course, I like it that computers are exact. You can understand them. It's all pure logic. I mean, I have other hobbies that have the same result. I like to escape reality for personal reasons, say psychological problems. So I like mathematics for the same reason. You can just lay down with your eyes closed and think about complex mathematics, and then you are in a different world. And I also have liked virtual worlds for a long time. Just sit behind my PC and I was just playing in a virtual world, and then I was just in the virtual world for a long time. That worked. Might be the same reason why a lot of people like to play games, 3D games. They probably also are in a different world while they are playing. I guess this is the problem. Invalid use of incomplete type. So maybe layout isn't defined at that point. That seems pretty far-fetched. Declaration is here. Okay. Layout was never defined, it says. Okay. 2, 3, 7. But it was defined here. If it saw this, then it also saw this. Which just has a single basic type layout. Maybe concepts have a bug or something. Or I guess we'll have to copy all of this and then try to reproduce it that way on one box. On it again. Let's copy all this, paste it here, delete this, and then basic type layout is a template here. Yeah, well, you never know if it matters. Parameter. So then this thing here has a parameter type. No, they cannot be right. What is it? Oh, right, yeah, okay. So this is specialization for X layout being the basic type layout, with the parameter P for the basic type layout. And then we have a type def here, which is just simply the thing that we are wrapping there. And I'm trying to make a concept that requires that X layout exists and has this type. And now let's instantiate that thing, or instantiate something. Foo. Yeah, got to do this. Can I not just? I need to use the concept probably. Let's make a template concept. Okay, so I have a foo which takes an X layout as type, and I'm passing basic type layout 42, and that better be a X layout according to my concept, because layout of that X layout should exist. And it should exist because it exists. I have a layout here that takes a basic type layout where P is 42. And that demands that the X layout T is a type. Well, it is. Defining it here. This looks like it should reproduce. Unused verbal foo. So this works like a charm. Apparently. No problem whatsoever. Now, isn't that strange? Now, of course, it is possible that maybe it's just not picking up this specialization. For example, if I do 42 dot, that's not an int. Then we just don't have a... That wouldn't compile at all. Let me just pass, I don't know, another int here. So that's... Bloody thing wants a type. Yeah, see now it says invalid with X layout is that. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting tired of it. I'll just continue tomorrow, I think. I guess is gamer figure. Got your Megor Gaming. Are you still there? Oh my god, I did it again. That YouTube bug where you cannot address someone and then type a smiley. You think so, Bear? I don't know. Not really. I don't understand this. Why does it work? It looks like it does not see the specialization of shader builder layout. But that should exist. It exists for basic type layout. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? I didn't see that one. It's an array, a layout of an array of basic type layout. That is the problem. Aha. Right, well, let me then do the following thing. VI. First of all, I'm going to implement it so that the concept gives a tip. So this is unused unless the concept X layout fails. See if this is a better error. Yeah, so now it says no type named xLayout T in struct layout, and then yeah, basic type layout, but then an array. So we have been passing an array for some reason somewhere. Required for the satisfaction of. So then I'm here. Expansion. Template constraint failure. Member type here. Struct member. Not clear at all. Just have to look at all those line numbers, I guess. I'm going to start at the bottom. Hallo Metke. Yep, that failed. So 149 and then one before that in requirements. That's still the same thing. Required for the satisfaction of. That's again the same thing. Required from here. Okay, there's our 3. So layout with member type as a C array, pass to struct member. Yeah, okay, well, finally we get it. I'm not really getting it. It should just pick this specialization here. So it's apparently it's picking this one, which it shouldn't even. But there is another choice here. The specialization for an X layout array. Yes, I'm using Arch. No application. I just write this engine. I write test applications. Super small tests to test a specific part of the engine that I'm currently working on. So why would it be complaining about this not having a match? I don't care that it doesn't have a match. It should use that one. Yeah, I play chess. I'm still feeling like there's a bug in the compiler. Probably not, but you know, oh. guess the specialization is not working because I'm giving it the exact template parameters. So it does never look at specialization here, which has an additional template parameter. Well, that's pretty complex. Still feel I should make a test case for it. To have something on one box that fails. But I'm going to do that tomorrow because, I don't know, getting late enough. I think I'm going to play Risk again. So, or Magic Survival. It's also a new game that I like. So, yeah. Everyone, good night. I'll be back tomorrow. I hate so much to stop / go to bed when it doesn't even compile. That's a problem. But yeah.